Hello everyone, my name is MJ Vilches of Doodle Notes, and right now I'm going to be sharing to you a tooth-lapse of how I modeled 9 in Blender. So yeah, this tooth-lapse is actually something that I do here in the channel. I think others are doing it as well. They're just not calling it tooth-lapse. But yeah, here I'm going to be calling it tooth-lapse. It's a tutorial slash time-lapse, a time-lapse of my modeling process of me 9, and then as it goes, I'm going to be explaining to you how I did things. But yeah, don't worry if it's too fast. I'm gonna be sharing a tutorial, a normal speed tutorial in the links in the description of this video. But yeah, this is just something that this tooth-lapse videos that I do is actually more of showing you something and then hoping that you learn from it. And not exactly teaching you, but just showing you how just showing you how I did it. And hopefully you get something from it. But yeah, that's the basic purpose of my tooth-lapse videos. But yeah, I actually recorded this modeling last year, so yeah, I think I've skipped some parts here, and there are parts where I forgot to turn on the recording, but it's probably going to be really small. But yeah, most of the parts of the modeling is going to be included. But yeah, just showing you how I did 9 in Blender, my approach. Actually, the tooth-lapse video would also be the indication of my growth as a modeler. As a Blender user. So yeah, you're gonna be seeing a lot of models. All of the models that I'll do for my short films and my animations, I'll show them tooth-lapse videos of how I did them. So yeah, you're gonna see some growth happening as you watch. But yeah, that's all I think I need to share to you guys. Let's just do this. So yeah, I actually started this model with a cube, and I got this method from David Ward. So yeah, I'm gonna be linking his tutorial on the description below. But yeah, I started with a cube, gave it a subdivision modifier, and deleted the half of it, the right half of it, and added a mirror modifier, so that I would only work on one half. Yeah, right now I actually did not delete the other half. I mean, I already deleted the other half. But yeah, that's it. I'm just trying to shape the head of Meowth right there with the reference images. You can see the reference images around there. Yeah, I'm just moving around vertices and just positioning everything properly, and also using the sculpt mode to just shape it like that. I actually draw a reference to, so I find it, I'm not really that gifted to imagine the head's shape in every view. I mean, sometimes if you're modeling, even if you can, when you're modeling, things just get so messy sometimes, and sometimes you can't really imagine it. That's why you just have to draw a reference. Just guide your mind, just help your mind, not to make things very difficult for you. But yeah, starting with the eyes by adding a circle. You notice that I did not do it from the face, but I actually added a circle to just get that perfect circle on his eyes right there. Yeah, right now I'm starting with the mouth, and yeah, during these days I'm not actually scared of the mouth, unlike what I've said in the previous modeling tooth-lapse, where I don't model the mouth right away, but here I just model it right away. Because 9 doesn't really have. I think 9 doesn't have a teeth, because he's a robot of some kind, I think, and they don't need teeth to talk. It's like the soul of their creators put into them, but they're still mechanical, and they don't really have the human. But they are shaped like humans, but they don't have all the parts that a human have. Because they're robots with soul. Yeah, right here, doing the mouth. It's extremely. I think you can see a skip there, a jump, but that's basically what the shape of Nine's mouth. I'm still not over Meowth. Yeah, just moving around the vertices. Just trying to really shape that 9 head right there. I always make it a good practice to use a slow vertices as I can, because my laptop can't handle too much a too high poly model. Here I'm doing the eyes of 9, modeling, shaping his eyes here using circles. Just Control R. Actually, I actually didn't know about the screencast keys before, so I can't add the screencast keys. So I didn't know about that while modeling 9. Yeah, right here, just shaping that eye there. And yeah, that's basically just moving and Control R, just adding loops and moving around vertices. That's basically just it. As I model 9's eyes right here, just making sure that the edges are emphasized on some certain parts of the eye. There, you can see it. There's the head. And now another skip. You can see there that's how I modeled the Meowth's like pupil. I mean his eyes. His eyes is kind of mechanical, so I'm trying to mimic that effect from the movie where the eyes is like the lens of a camera. That's why I did that. You can see what I'm trying to do. As his eyes open, see, it's like it has those blades from the lens. Actually, the first one is a test, and I actually did a lot of trial and error on this part, just to get the right shape, right sizes of the blades. But yeah, I'm just gonna let you watch as I model this. That's just basically creating the blades there, and you can see what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm just gonna let you watch, and I'm gonna come back if there's something that I want to say to you that's important. But yeah, I'm going. Keep watching. So yeah, right there, creating the thread on 9's head. I always say Meowth. Yeah, just trying to give them a distinction. But yeah, there another skip. But I think you can already guess how I did that thread right there. It's just mesh. It's like a circle of. It's just a mesh circle. It's like a plane, and then you encircle the plane on that neck, to form that shape. But yeah. So yeah, right now I'm starting with a body, and the way I did it before is outline the outer, just outer edges. I just outlined the outer edges, basing it on the reference image. That's how I did it before. I find it easier for my mind to process if I do that instead of extruding whole edge. I just do this. I outline the edges, the outer edges, basing on the reference. Yeah, adding a circle right there on his leg. Yeah, just outlining that part, and then I'm gonna be filling in those empty spots later on. Yeah, right here I'm starting with the shoulder, Shoulders are actually one of the challenging parts. When closing that part right there, I find it really challenging to, find a way to properly close that part on the shoulder without adding too much vertices on the arm part right there. Without adding too much vertices on the edge loop that later on I will use to extrude the arms. But yeah, in this method I actually just outline the edges first, basing on the reference. And I don't really do it now anymore. If you watch the Meowth.labs video, I didn't do this kind of method because Meowth is actually just a simple character. I'm probably gonna still do this kind of method in the future, in future models, depending on how complicated. But yeah, another jump right there. I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, you can basically just understand what's happening. It's just extruding some vertices, adding some vertices that, just adding vertices, extruding, and then adding faces. That's all there is that I did here. Nothing special, nothing really complicated. And I think you can do it easily. No need to really show you. But yeah, right here I'm just closing up the back, adding faces, extruding some vertices, and then moving around the vertices to properly be distributed right there at the back. And yeah, right here I'm close to finishing the body. Just closing up a few vertices to complete the body, and there, done. Just smoothing things out using the sculpt mode, and then moving around vertices. Sculpt mode. Actually, it's just that while modeling, I'm just jumping from edit mode to sculpt mode while modeling the mesh. That's how David Ward did it. I got it from David Ward, and you can find the link to his modeling tutorials in the description below. So yeah, here I'm starting with the zipper part, and I don't think I did a really good job with the zipper part right here, but I think it's decent enough. I mean, it's enough to fool you. Like that part is the zipper part. It's enough to fool your eyes, but it doesn't really function properly as a zipper. You can't open and close that part. That's something that lacks in this model because I don't really plan on opening Nine's body there on my animations. But yeah, if you want to check out the model, the link will be in the description. It's free for download. You can check it out yourself, make animations with it, and don't forget to share to me whatever it is you come up with. Also, if you ever get the model, don't sell it, because that would not be awesome. Nine is a copyrighted character. You don't want to sell it because you're just gonna get yourself in trouble. So don't sell it. That's why I'm giving you the model for free, because of that. And also, I just really want to give it to you. But yeah, here, just closing it up and then starting with the arms, using the same method, starting with the edges first, and then just filling up the spaces later on. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you watch now because this is just, nothing's new here, just adding some vertices, the same with the body. Yeah, just closing up the gap right there. But yeah, that's all. I'm just gonna leave you to watch this, and I'm just gonna tell you something else later if there's something that needs explaining. But yeah, keep watching, and I'm gonna go now. I don't know what to do. So yeah, now I'm almost done with the arm here. Just adding a few more vertices, and then I'm gonna be starting with the leg after this. Yeah, just closing it up right there, adding vertices and closing it up by adding faces. And then I'm gonna be starting with the leg. And here we have another skip, but you can actually already figure out what's happening by using the same method with the arms and the body, starting with the edges first and then just filling up the spaces later on. Yeah, here just the legs are actually easier than the arm. Yeah, just adding those vertices, adding faces, closing up the gaps. That's just the routine here. That's just gonna be something that's happening over and over again. Here, closing up the thigh area. So yeah, getting close to finishing 9 here. You can almost already see his body, but we are not even halfway down the video. Yeah, that's just the simple part of his, simple part of 9's body, the cloth part. Later on, I'm gonna be going towards his mechanical parts, which is his hands and his foot. Yeah, that's just the cloth part right there. And here I'm just, I'm just editing it. I'm just fixing up some, just looking at it if it's the right shape and fixing up some vertices. Here I'm creating that the end of the cloth and adding a solidify modifier instead of extruding the faces inwards or outwards to add thickness. I think it's best to just add a solidify modifier. Here I'm starting to create the thread, or the something that I think it's a thread that's used to tie that part of his arm. Yeah, just simple, messy. This is actually a messy way of doing it. Just adding that effect of threads tied right there. Trying to fool your eyes. That's just basically what it does. This is a lazy way of doing it. But yeah, I think it can already fool you. You've seen the turntable of the model at the start of this video, and you probably thought that was a very, very complicated, thread modeling. But this is just how I did it. Just the ring of meshes right there, and just editing it to fit there to give you an illusion of a thread circled around that part right there. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you watch as I do that. I'm gonna come back later on if there's something important that needs to be said. But yeah, I'm gonna let you watch now, and I'm gonna stop talking. So yeah, now I'm done with the cloth area, and now I'm starting with 9's that part of 9's zipper there. I think I started with the zipper head, the zipper. No, actually the zipper, like the zipper part. And right, every time I model, actually, I model blind. I don't know. This 9 model is unplanned. So most of the time I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm just doing a trial and error most of the time. And this came out. Yeah, I started with a plain for the zipper. I think I repeated this many times just to get the right look for it. Yeah, that's the zipper right there. Started with a plain and then just adding some edges to it. Adding it right there. And I think the way I did it is I added a mirror modifier first. Made them, something like that. They are intersecting with each other. But later on, I'm gonna separate that part, zippers. I'm gonna separate it into another mesh, then apply the mirror modifier, and then move the other part of those zippers. Later on. Yeah, right here. I did it. I skipped it because that's just duplicating those parts right there and just aligning them there on 9's body. So yeah, right here I'm selecting all of the zipper because I'm gonna be separating them into a different mesh so that I can apply the mirror modifier and then delete the excess zipper right there. You can see it right there. I'm deleting some intersecting parts there. You can see it. So yeah, that's just just duplicating, just deleting some excess zipper, and then we are done right there. So yeah, next would be the zipper head. I don't really know if it's called zipper head. You can tell me in the comments below. Don't hesitate to correct me or something in the comments below if I said some stuff that is not right, because sometimes I don't really know what things are called, terms. I don't know what are the terms of some stuff, not just in Blender but in life. And yeah, English is not my native language, and yeah, it's kind of difficult to find the right terms to use. But yeah, I'm starting with a zipper head. I'm gonna call it zipper head, and I started with a plane actually, and just added some faces, basic modeling where you start with a plane and then just extrude the edges to create the shape of a zipper. So yeah, right there you can already see the zipper, shape of the zipper. Not really that, not too shabby. Not too awesome. Because like yourself, I'm just starting out. I'm just starting out in this Blender thing, and you'll be seeing the growth. Like I said, you'll be seeing my growth as I make this TutLapse videos. Because I'm gonna be showing you everything. Every character I model will be shown to you. So yeah, there. I've positioned it there, and you can already see it. Once again, I did not rig that zipper to be, so you can open it. It's closed forever. But I might make some changes in the future, depending on how much I need it for animation. But yeah, I just gave it material because we're not really starting on giving it color right now, giving the texture. I'm just giving it the material so that I can see them clearly. Back in the days, last year, during that time, I always put materials on the model so that I'd be able to, I get the feeling that this is a character. My eyes, I think, needs it so that I'd be able to model it. I would have more interest in modeling it. But now I don't really need to give it a material anymore. But yeah, right now I'm starting with the hands, his mechanical hands. I'm starting with that metal thing with a I don't really know what you call that part right there. That thing with a sphere part and then attached to the bar, or attached to his the part where that's part where you tie it on that arm there, and that's where your hand will move, rotating around. 9, I think the robots, they're not really robots because they have a soul, and I think the soul is making them move. They don't really have electricity running. I don't know, maybe they're still run with electricity, but the way they're created, it's like just a toy and then given a soul by their creator. That's why they were able to, you know, that's why they're alive. But yeah, that's how I did the hand there. Also, I did not make it too detailed. Just started with some planes, faces, and then just created the shapes, just roughly mimicking the shape of the hand there, and then adding a solidify modifier to solidify it, give it thickness. That would be the wooden part of Nine's hands. So yeah, I'm just gonna let you see as I finish this up. Nothing new will be happening. I'm just gonna be repeating the same methods, just extruding, just arranging the vertices, and then adding faces. And you can already see how I'm shaping it up there. So yeah, I'm just gonna come back. There's something that needs to be said, needs to be shared. Oh, okay. One thing that I want to clarify, by the way, that's why there are a lot of skips, is that I can't really model straight. I'm not alone in the house. I take care of my little sister, and there are some people. So sometimes I get cut off when they call me, my sister pulling me. So yeah, I'm gonna come back later if there's something that needs to be done. I'm just gonna let you watch this. So yeah, keep watching. So yeah, almost done. I mean, done with the hands, and now I'm starting with the fingers. And for the fingers, mine actually has an interesting finger with those copper things right there, and I tried to mimic that effect, but I did not really succeed that much. But yeah, it's enough to look like that. It's enough to look like Nine's finger, enough to fool your eyes, but it's not really gonna look good if you shoot it, if you give a shot of it close up, because the way I need Nine's model here, I need him far. I mean, I'm gonna be showing him far from the video. And by the way, I'm gonna be using this on an animation for a Halloween special on my main channel, and I'll be putting the links in the description below once it's done, or you'll see it in an annotation somewhere, or a card. It's gonna pop out. But yeah, right here I'm modeling the fingers, just duplicating those parts right there. I think I made a mistake duplicating that right away. I should have finished one finger first before duplicating each of them. But yeah, right there, a skip. But you can basically know what's happening, or how I came upon modeling those parts right there. It's the same as the others, just have an extra more faces. Not really that much of a change to confuse you, hopefully. But yeah, right there, just duplicated a part of the forefinger to use for the thumb, which I canceled because I wanted to model it first that way in a straight line, because trying to model it when it's slanted is proved to be very difficult. So you need to model it first on a straight line. When you press 1, you'd see it straight, not slanted, because want to make it make things the right measure, and that would make things easier to model if you do it like that. But yeah, right there, the thumb, trying to do that thing. I'm trying to make sure that I add a perfect sphere there on the base of the thumb, so that it would rotate properly on Nine's hand. I'm not really, mechanical things or hard surface things are not really my best, not my strength. But I'm still practicing, so you'll be seeing some improvements as I make more of this, here in the channel or for future animations. So yeah, right there, the bolt thing inside Nine's fingers, they're not really mechanically accurate. They're not accurate to how they would, how they would look, so that they would really work in real life. But just enough to fool you. I mean, animation is an illusion of life. An illusion, so just enough to fool you, just enough to fool your eyes. That is a hand, it's a mechanical thing. That's a bolt right there. You don't have to make things really realistic unless the director or anyone who told you to model requires it. But yeah, the way I need it, I don't really need to make it realistic, just enough to fool your eyes. Yeah, that's how I did it. That is Nine's hand. I've given it a material as well, just to see how it would look when it has color. That's just initial materials right there. I'll be adding more to that later on as we go to the texturing part, or just giving it the colors later on another video. Next part of this video will be that video, giving it color. But yeah, just giving it an initial material right there, just to see how it looks. And probably made a test render too for progress reports. But yeah, right now I'm starting with the foot, using the same thing as the hand. It has that I don't really know what to call that thing. That one with the sphere. That's where like the socket of his feet, that's connecting the feet to the legs. Tell me in the comments below what it's called. I'm not really do engineers do know that. So yeah, I don't really know what that's called, but yeah, the purpose of it is to connect the feet to the leg. When you have a toy, I think toys have that part right there. So yeah, here I'm just using the method that I use now, just extruding the vertices one by one to get the shape, to get the outer shape of the feet. Most of the time, that's what I do right now. Yeah, I added a solidify modifier again, some subsurface scatter. No, not SSS, subsurf. Yeah, just a subdivision surface modifier to smoothen it out. Yeah, just modeling it straight at first, and then you can tweak it later, slant it a little bit to align with the leg. But yeah, right now I'm just adding some vertices, adding some faces to connect to fill the gaps. But yeah, that's just another routine thing that I'm doing right now. So I'm just gonna let you watch as I finish this up, let you observe, and yeah, I'll come back later. And yeah, here we go. Almost done with 9. Just a little bit more vertices right there. Just filling in the gaps. And yeah, we're done. Also, do not hesitate to ask me questions on the comments below if there are things you want to clarify. And I'm gonna be linking some real-time tutorials in the description. So if you're still confused on how I did some stuff here, there's going to be a normal speed of a better tutorial on the comments below. Just to it's a tutorial by David Ward. I like his modeling tutorials. Those are the tutorials I watch first, and then after that I mostly didn't watch anything else. I just experimented because I already know how to do it, but I'm probably gonna watch more tutorials in the future. But for now, this is it, especially tutorials for mechanical stuff. But yeah, right now I'm done with 9's feet right there. I think that would function well. I mean, you can check out the model in the download link will be in the description below. But yeah, almost done with 9, and I think that's it. This is the first part of the 9 Tut Labs series. You have to note though that I've made changes off the recording. Yeah, you can make changes after creating the base model. But yeah, that's it. We're done, and see you on the next part. So yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. Hopefully you've learned something from this just by seeing my method of modeling 9. Again, Tut Labs videos are not necessarily to teach you something, but to just share to you how I did stuff so that you'd be able to use it as a basis, to find mistakes and to learn some new tricks if there are new tricks here. Yeah. If you want to watch the previous modeling Tut Labs, just click that annotation right there, the bottom video, and I'll be creating an animation of using this model, and I'll be putting up the link on that annotation on the upper video soon. I'll be finishing it up this October, I think, just before Halloween, because it's a Halloween special video. Also, if you want to see more modeling Tut Labs in the future, consider subscribing. If you want to see me model more, or want to follow my journey as an artist, because I'm a filmmaker and I want to start here on YouTube, and I really want to be successful here. So yeah, if you want to support me in any way, all you need to do right now, for now, is to just watch my contents and subscribe if you want to be notified when they'll be up. Also, explore my social media sites right there on Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, and DeviantArt. I'm mostly active in those parts of the internet. And check out my blog site. I'm updating there every week, and also giving you some heads up on what projects that are gonna come, and also more information there on what Doodle Notes is, what I'm doing, and just some stuff that you'd want to know if you want to get to know Doodle Notes. So yeah. That is all. My name is MJ Vilches of Doodle Notes, bringing forth awesomeness to glorify the awesome. Over and out.